Hey YouTube, Chris here from 45 Productions with a update on the Moebias 71 Ford that I'm working on. This has been kind of a challenging kit, has some issues, but either way I'm just happy to see Moebias, a new company coming out with new products that people want, the old Fords, the Lone Star and whatnot. Hopefully Moebias will kind of listen to the feedback from people, whether it be positive or negative, and work past their issues, and these issues will go away. But this is the 71 long box, and I did decide to turn it into a 68 long box. I took the grill from the 69 kit. The 68 and the 69 Ford shared the same grill, so I had an old 68 back in high school, so we're going to change it up to a 68. But we'll get going here. Got the frame pretty much assembled and painted within reason. Did the semi-gloss black like most frames did. Had to do a lot of filling and getting rid of sink marks and mold lines. Got it pretty much taken care of. Took the hubcaps from the 69 kit and did some black wash on them, a little blue wash for the oval. Got them squared away and tires sanded. Going here to the back, got the spare tire in and to match, and painted up the back axle a little different. Most Ford trucks were all black. Decided to make the third member primer. Some Fords did have that primered. I think most of the cars, I'm not 100% accurate. But either way, just trying to give the frame a little more color so everything isn't all black. Did decide to do some metallizers on the front, the sway bar and steering. You can see them that well. Apologize for the lighting. Just on the coils, even though you can't see them real well, unfortunately. We did decide to run some brake and fuel lines. At the back brake line ran, fuel line kind of run halfway. Nothing real fancy at the moment. There's a little better view of the back axle, brake line on top, and sorry, let's focus a little. You can see how it goes into the frame and stuff. Haven't got the front brake line run yet. Moebias didn't make front shocks to this front suspension. I was a little disappointed in that, but we're going to make our own shocks, and when we do the shocks, we'll put the front brake line in. That's about it for the frame right now. Get that over there. Get the cab in here and stuff. Cabs had to do little sink marks on the roof line, had to fill, and some mold lines had to take care of. The engine compartment had to correct some things on that. I got both cabs here, kind of before and after, kind of give you an idea what I did. These upper inner fender supports were a lot thicker on the real Fords. They're just too thin here, and in between the outer fender and the inner fender, they got it going down way deep, and that was never like that because the outer fender bolted to that inner fender support. The upright, they didn't even run it all the way to the firewall. I mean, that's a pretty big gap. I mean, on the real Fords, they ran closer to the firewall and bolted to another piece that was bolted to the firewall. But I wish they could have closed it in a little better. This lip here, it's a seam where the firewall pieces join together on the real ones. This one's way too thick, and they're supposed to run out to these inner fender supports. So did some correcting on that. It's not 100% factory correct, but we got it to where I like it for the moment. Took some sheet styrene and the same thickness as what this was, and doubled them up and did some body work. Made them look a little more closer. Took a piece of strip styrene and put it in between the fender and the support, so where it wasn't sunk down so low, look a little better. Got rid of that lip, cut it out all the way completely, and put some strip stock in there I felt was a little more accurate to the real trucks, and ran it out to these supports. Pretty much good enough for right now. I'm not, like I said, if I was building this for factory stock, I would have done things just a tad different to be 100% accurate, but this will do for what I'm building it for. Did some filing on the glass openings so the glass would fit better. The glass is a really tight fit, and so you're gonna have to do some sanding. Color scheme on it, we're just gonna go with the 71 box art and stay with the orange and white two-tone there. I think it'll look pretty good. Like I said, didn't do nothing with the motor right now. I'm probably not going to use the 390 to come with it, or the 6 cylinders. I'm probably going to put a different V8 in it. I'm just not quite sure what we're going with yet. We'll end up wiring the motor too, and some of the other details in the engine compartment. But I know I've been watching some videos on some other guys doing some Fords out there. I think Gene Crabtree had one. Of course, Hunter's doing one. Gave his opinions on the matter too, and I know there's a couple other guys as well I've seen that are about halfway through, and all the trucks I've seen so far are some really neat looking trucks. Can't wait to see them all done. I got a feeling this whole year is going to be really interesting just for seeing what people do with this particular kit and the other car kit that came out too. So I think it's going to be a fun year to see what everybody builds and how they build it. But that's about it for now, and I appreciate you stopping by to watch, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.